Hello, hello, and welcome, my Sagittarius Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus Lines, and Crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless work, career, and vocation reading. I'm your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I am a professional witch, professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. I've written 2 books, and there's a 3rd one in progress. First one's called Spell Ingredients. The second one is called Words of Grace. Words of Grace does have a Kindle version available, and a link in the description box. If you want to click it, you get to preview a good chunk of it for free, including the table of contents, which is mostly divided into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this reading. It's a really great book. Saved my life writing that book. The original version of Works of Grace, though, the original PDF that we really seriously had to edit to make it all fit on Kindle, well, that's available in our digital shop over on patreon.com/drawing the circle, as well as the only place to find my first book, Words of Grace. Spell Ingredients came first, then Words of Grace. We've got audios, we've got videos, we've got free previews for the audios and the videos in the digital shop. You don't even need to be a subscriber to go watch the free preview. Some of my subscribers get those ebooks, ebooks, audios, and videos as part of their subscription package. All of my subscribers, though, get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning. It was really, really good. We chat with each other about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with some kind of spiritual practice to send us on our way. And it's the best way for me to start the day, considering my work, career, vocation in this lifetime. They also get access to all of the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s, here on YouTube with their subscription, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for private sessions, spiritual counseling and readings and all of that. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want more info, and I love it. You can follow us for free. You can 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human for a week, right? You have a 7-day free trial us. If you want the significant discount, though, you got to stay for a month and book me within the month, because that is only fair, and I love it. Best career move I have ever made, working as a co-creator, I'm a co-creator anyway, but a creator on patreon.com, so click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Hi, Saggies. I got a new kitten. He's a Sagittarius. His name is Samuel. And I'm going to pop up a picture at the end, unless you're already following me on Facebook, where I'm putting a lot of kitty reels, etc. Up on my Facebook stuff over there. So let's get down to business, shall we? We'll do some explanation before we jump into the divination for the new Sagittarians and Crosswatchers. Feel free to jump ahead if you've heard it all before, although the intention for this series is a little bit different than the previous times. So welcome, new Sagittarians and Crosswatchers. The shift in intention is the result of the divine sending me a near endless stream of near-death experience videos. I've never had one. I've met people who have. Their stories all seem to sync up of what happens when we have NDE. Like I said, I haven't, because the majority of them talk about their life purpose, what they agreed to do in this life. So sometimes they have a choice to stay in the higher realms and then come back as a baby to finish whatever they did. I don't want to do that. It's because we all have agreements that we made to do in this life. So this is really what's called the 3 levels of power reading. I learned about the 3 levels of power from Caroline Myss. That's spelled M-Y-S-S. She is a PhD. These are her archetype cards. We're going to get 3 of these on the table at some point. And there is, of course, a link in the description box where she lectures a bit about the 3 levels of power, 3 symbolic lenses to look at larger things in our lives and kind of break it into chunks, though it's all one thing, like white light through a prism, making a rainbow. In this case, your life purpose, your sacred contracts that you agreed to come in. Now, these are often money reads, right? Work, career, and vocation. But it's about bringing it all into congruence. And with the 3 levels of power, work, career, and vocation, there's usually one of them that shows you where the leverage is. Tweak that one a little bit. The other ones tend to balance. So let's do this with 11 cards. We're going to get 3 Caroline Mace archetype cards for what's going on in the 8th chakra, hovering over your head like a satellite, sending codes down to the other chakras beneath it, shifting what you attract and what you repel, so you have the free will to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in you doing what you signed up to do in this life. That's for everybody incarnate, right? So we'll get 3 of those for the 8th chakra. It's not past, present, future. It's work, career, and vocation. We will get 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the crown, the third eye, the throat, and the heart chakras, the internal feminine stuff, feminine energy, goddess energy, that maybe you share with people or not, but throat chakra minimum, about free will. We will look at the lower 3 chakras with the Mythic Tarot, Juliet Sharman Burke, an entire tarot deck based in Greek mythology, my favorite symbolic language, looking at the masculine energy, the yang dynamic, you looking at yourself from the outside like looking in a mirror, you from the inside looking out at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world, corporations, individual people, money, all that kind of stuff. As well as, because this is a cross-watcher friendly channel, there may be mirroring, which means it's you looking at yourself and you looking at them, because that's just how it rolls. So we'll get 3 of those. That puts all the chakras on the table, so we will then get a whisper from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield. If you are unfamiliar with Ganesha, he is the elephant-headed Hindu god of success, prosperity, and the remover of obstacles, and we'll talk about those obstacles when we're talking about the spiritual alchemy for those archetypes. And then we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because this is all about healing, right? No matter what the form may be, the content is always the same, and our relationships in this world are contracted according to the maximal opportunity for healing. So a lovely little mantra to help you along the way. 11 cards in total. So that is the explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. I'm keeping my feet on the floor. Knees lower than hips allows your lower back to be more straightened, and I'm up for that and down for that. Focus on your breath, if you will, and I promise I will do anything I can to help anyone fulfill their life purpose, their sacred contracts, and their work, career, and vocation, because that's what I'm signed up to do, apparently, in this lifetime, and I love doing it. So, there's our explanation. Let's get into the divination. The shift from one to the other happens in the still point. So you ready? Let's find the still point. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. Nice and golden. That feels good. A place for everything, and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved pantheons of the divine, 3 cards face down in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What's going on in the 8th chakra in their work, how they survive in the world, what's going on in their career, their passion, their hunger, their thirst, what's going on in the 8th chakra of their vocation, their spiritual calling for this timeless work, career, vocation read. Okay, we're going to keep those 3 face down. We're going to do the same for Daughters of the Moon and the Mythic Tarot, so that we get all of the chakras on the table, and then we will flip them over. First work, then career, then vocation. Please take a nice deep breath. Order and method. Still point. My goddess's override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Yeah. My beloved goddesses, please, what's going on? Heart, third eye crown. 3 cards in clarity. Heart, third eye crown for the Sagittarius and their cross watchers. What's going on? Ooh, slippery, very Sagittarian, ready to fly all over the place. What's going on, heart, third eye crown for the Sagittarians and the cross-watchers in their work? What's going on, heart, third eye crown for the Sagittarians in their career? What's going on, heart, third eye crown for the Sagittariuses and the cross-watchers in their vocation in this timeless work, career, vocation read? We're almost there. Lower three chakras, mythic tarot. Please take a nice deep breath. It's interactive. Boogie, oogie, oogie. Still point. My God's override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved gods, please, 3 cards face down, lower 3 chakra, yang, masculine dynamic, outside in, inside out, relationships in the physical world. What's going on, lower 3 chakras in their work? What's going on, lower 3 chakras in their career, and what's going on in the lower 3 chakras for their vocation, for this timeless work, career, vocation read. All right, let's look. Oh, lovely. All right. So we're starting off in your work with the Prince archetype. There are 9 different families of archetypes. This is the masculine family, but it has nothing to do with biological gender. Here's where the Ganesh card is going to help. Written on the card here is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. I call this lead and this gold. Lead is 3 atoms heavier than gold. Lead is toxic. Gold is healing. So those 3 atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released, surrendered, forgiven, whatever you want to call it. I just call it alchemized. So I have the Prince archetype. You can have an archetype of reason, season, or lifetime. I have this lifetime, and just in where I am in my family, if we look at it as a royal family, I'm the youngest prince, the 3rd prince that always becomes king, apparently. But the shadow attribute, excuse me while I feel a little symbolically naked here doing this, the shadow attribute, the lead, using power for self-aggrandizement. Man, you should have seen me in the 80s. Woo! Oh yeah, the light attribute, romantic charm and potential for power, right? Like, will the prince become king, right? What's going on in Britain? Yeah, a whole lot going on there. So loving that. And what I love even more about this for you all is you got the strength card in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, and a chakra read of this nature. A major arcana card usually indicates that all of the chakras in that zone, in this case, heart, third eye crown, are working in unison. Now, here's the thing about the strength card. Yes, definitely a Leo feline vibration there, but it is about courage, right? So I would think we're looking at a Prince archetype here. Could be the person watching, could be the one that you're cross-watching for, or whatever. For courage, but that kind of alignment. Heart, third eye crown is creative intuition, right? So there could be something very passionate, very powerful here, very, very strong, that's requiring some courage here because of the Page of Pentacles. The page here holding the Ace of Pentacles, a potential, a seed, right? But something in the physical world. Now, I don't assign astrological signs to the pages because these are messages. This could be a bill, this could be a check, this could be, a job opportunity that comes to you that may not be about a specific person, right? But that earth sign is always about wisdom and experience in the world. So it's like being handed, like my mom just gave me morning glory seeds, right? So I've got to put them in water and, all of that, germinate them because they're not ready to go out. So it's still good. We can still get snow up here in Saratoga Springs. So, so it's what I do with them, right? I can throw them in the garbage, I can just scatter them around. But I'm a gardener, so I will absolutely, I'm not an Ida Gardner, which barefoot Contessa, but I do love my time, and now I have a half acre of property to do stuff with. Oh, ew, this is lovely. In your career, you have got the Pioneer, a creative family archetype, the lead, compulsive need to keep moving on. Come on, Sagittarius. It's like, oh, what a great idea. What else you got, right? Like, oh, it's a blah, right? So it's about blazing a trail here. The light attribute, passion, and I think that Leo card, right, that the strength there could very much be that passion of the heart. Passion for doing and creating what has never been done before, and that's very Sagittarius too. And as I said, we got some Leo energy here with the Leo card. Shantico, the mother of flames, which would be the Queen of Wands in traditional Rider-Waite based tarot. So if you have any planets in Leo, have a look-see-dooksy. I'm Leo rising, otherwise I would not be doing this work at all. I'm going to put it out in the world, okay. Mars conjunct, great, fun. But even if you don't have any planets in Leo, look at your natal chart and see what house Leo is in. Like for me, it is in my first house, and that really changes the game. So regardless of, zodiacal placements and planets and all of that, fifth house is about creativity and good fortune. So you've got a very high vibe, creative thing going on here, heart, third eye crown, with a creative family archetype and 10 of cups. There was something when I was doing the prayers and getting the cards ready before I do this reading. I do that before every video that I do, even with clients. I got to make sure I've got it together. And they kept giving me this thing about joy, right? That Sagittarians are about joy and expansion, like Jove, joviality. Jove is another name for Zeus. Zeus is Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So there's a lineup here. This is the myth of Eros and Psyche when they're finally united both as divine beings. Long story. It's a great myth. There is a link somewhere that you could probably find here on YouTube talking about the myth of Eros and Psyche, because this is my true love card. Now, is this romantic? Probably not. But this is really an overflowing of love and joy and ecstasy and true love. I have many true loves in my life, but one of my biggest true loves, and I'll quantify that, is that I truly do what I love, and I truly love what I do in my career. Not everybody makes their money through their work in the world. I don't. As a president, a corporate president, you'd think I'd be making all the money there. No. That's all the production stuff. It's during the circle productions. I make my money through my service as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, right, a healer, all that kind of stuff, and obviously a divinatory, a specialist artist. I've been doing this since I'm 12 years old. I'm 55 at the time of this recording. I know, I don't look at things. So this is lovely. I mean, I'm getting really, really nice vibes, and there's something jovial and fun about this, but let's look at your vocation, your spiritual calling. All right, okay, this is pretty good. Now you got the mother archetype. Now again, the feminine family, just like the prince is the masculine family, has nothing to do with biological gender whatsoever. I've got the mother archetype, right? I am the mother of companies and cats, right? And creativity. The language of pregnancy and the language of creativity are the same. You conceive, right? You gestate, you labor, and then you give birth, and it takes on a life of its own. So, spiritually speaking, this could also talk about Mother Goddess, that kind of really, really maternal, the divine yin, if you will. So the shadow attribute, Christina, bring me the axe. Smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Because she owns 51% of this company. Oh, my gaze just went, yay! How fey of me. Done away. The light attribute, the gold. Nurturance, patience, and unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Now, with that 10 of Cups, very much an unconditional true love card there in your career. This could be the intuitive spiritual information that comes in, meaning not all third eye, right? People think inspiration. It starts in the crown like a satellite dish, but the crown has no language. That's all in the third eye. So bringing inspiration into manifestation here, it does seem like there's quite quite a huge opportunity to maybe make some dreams come true, particularly with the Six of Blades. Now, the key word written on the card is manipulation, but prayer is manipulating your mind, right? Affirmations, mantras, getting a reading, right? But if we, bring that back to the Rider-Waite classic version, crossing choppy waters through a mental journey. So another word I have for this card, because it has no reverse, is spin. Right, like political spin, how you spin something around to look at it from different POVs. That's point of view, not pigs or vampires, particularly with the Page of Swords. So you got the Page of Pentacles in your work, but in your vocation, you got the Page of Swords, messages coming in. Now, I do not get the sense that this is internet stalking. I know a lot of people on YouTube say that. I'm like, there's more to it than that. Because again, this could be a physical object. It could be an email, a text message, something on the news that really hits you mentally. Now, the great thing about Sagittarius is Jupiter is an air planet, right? All the planets have elemental element correspondences. So fire, mutable fire, Sagittarius needs air. Air does not need fire, right? Need fire. So this is very, very, very interesting to me. We're looking at a Mother Pioneer Prince contract. So even though we lay them down, work, career, vocation, you want to work that energy from the 8th all the way down, vocation, career, and work. All right, we got the chakras on the table. Let's talk to Lord Ganesha, who is a very joyful being, and this oracle is exceptional. Please take a nice deep breath. On the floor. Stop. Lord Ganesha, override. A place for everything, and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Lord Ganesh, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful oracle message to assist the Sagittarians and their cross-watchers to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, shifting them from toxicity to health and fear to love, fulfilling their sacred contracts and their life purpose through their work, career, and vocation for this timeless work, career, and vocation read? Perseverance, the horn, sort of like a drinking cup if you want to go Nordic on that. Card number 28. Now I'm going to read this one and the last card from the bookie book, but I'm only reading what I'm guided to with this, usually just a paragraph or two. Sorry, is that a 28? No, it's a 28. Oh, these kids and their fancy fonts, man. Okay. Wait, where'd you go? There you go. Perseverance. Oh, I think you'll like this a lot. You are likely to see financial or other tangible rewards for all of your hard work. Now, wouldn't that just 10 of cups you, right, in your career? Ganesha's tusk. Why don't you ask him if he's going to stay? Ganesha's tusk represents hard work and completing the task at hand. There is a legend included in some manuscripts of the Mahabharata about Ganesh breaking his own tusk off to continue writing the Mahabharata epic as Vyasa was dictating it to him. Ganesha's tusk is interpreted as a symbol of sacrifice and strength and demonstrates that it is important to finish what you start. Now, you're not Aries. Aries are great at starting projects. They don't always finish them. That's why, calling it Capricorn. But Sagittarius, the hunters, can be like, oh, no. Not until we get this one all the way home, right? If you have been working hard or putting extra effort into something, it will definitely be worth all the work. You will see the results and rewards for your labor. You may have been working on something quite challenging, and that can be the creative aspect of this reading with the Pioneer. It is a challenge to do something that's never been done before, and important For the last few months, right, you may have been working on something quite challenging and important for the last few months, and this is likely to come to a conclusion soon. All right, there's a little bit more on here I'm going to read. Ganesh is guiding you to not lose faith while you wait for things to come to fruition. Be patient and appreciate the progress you have made so far. If your hard work has not yet paid off as planned, consider that your expectations may need modifying, and ain't that the case for most of us? But I also get with that prince there with the strength card. It's like to have faith in yourself, to have faith in the process, to have faith particularly in the creative process. I would say here with a strong Divine Mother vibe. There are no guarantees. Be grateful. Focus on the present and do what you can with what you have. There will be an ending to a difficult period of financial or material struggle. So perseverance. Yup. Otherwise, again, what's the other option? Give up? You're just going to have to replay it. Last card down, the Matt Kahn healing mantra. Let's see what the Ascended Masters have to say about this, because they know our contracts better than we do. Please take a nice deep breath. Well, they all have access to the Akashic records. They don't even need a card. They just got a speed pass. Boop, they're right in. Come on, please take a nice deep breath. Let's keep it fun, folks. Ascended Master Override. Place for everything and everything in its place. Ooh, put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all. And with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, please. For the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist the Sagittarius Collective and their cross-watchers in manifesting their life purpose, their work, career, vocation into this Mother, Pioneer, Prince contract, removing obstacles with perseverance for this timeless work, career, vocation read. Releasing expectations. Just heard that. Just so your expectations may need to be modified. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. This mantra has been a lifesaver for me, a big wintergreen lifesaver for surezies. Just making the move from Saratoga to Saratoga Springs from Long Island, right? With my cats and everything and the paperwork and all of that. Very, very, very much. Expectations are the seeds of disappointment. Now, I will say, it does feel like a new opportunity is coming in here with that Page of Pentacles for work. And it does feel like it's going to spark you creatively to do something that's never been done before. But I will say, as much as I thought that the second level of power there was your leverage, I'm going to change that and say, because of, excuse me, throat chakra, a message that is coming in, you're going to have to chew on this for a little bit. But your leverage seems to be really more about your vocation, right? What it is that you came here to do spiritually. And that's, well, it's a solo gig looking from the outside, but you really have the ability to connect into the divine feminine energy here with the Mother, but very much an intellectual process of seeing things differently, particularly shifting and releasing expectations. So I'm going to read, there's not a lot in here for each one of these. I just can't memorize them all because that's just not who I am in this lifetime. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. Personal, global, relational, financial, you have at it, they're all the same. When you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality, because who gets that job in this world? No, we're co-creators. We play our role. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will takes place and form, and that's true. That's the ineffable great plan, if you want to do Terry Pratchett, Neil Gaiman, Good Omens language there. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. And I do feel like that's spiritual, right? That's like maybe getting a vision, but then playing with the vision, right? Looking at it, turning it around, right? Like you get a new crystal or something, and you're like, oh, look at it, it does that, right? Seeing all the different potentialities. This mantra is ideal for having more faith. There you go, right? That definitely feels like that's with that strength card for the Prince. Learning how to trust, how easy is that? And alleviating disappointment, because expectations are the seeds of disappointment, usually. So all the cards are on the table. If you are new to my channel, we put this all together in what's called a blessimation. And though I never know what's going to come out of my mouth, the moment I hit record for these general readings on YouTube, I really have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth in the blessimation. So hang out with me through this, and then we'll talk about cool stuff if you know, readings and Patreon and all of that. One last time, at least for this reading, please take a nice deep breath, because this is my favorite part. Still point. May we end as we began. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, shifting them from toxicity to health, from fear to love and illusion to truth in their life purpose, so that in their vocation they embrace their nurturance, patience, unconditional love, and joy in giving birth to life as they spin it around in the third eye, maybe chewing on it in the throat chakra as well, with that 6 of blades as the result of messages coming and or going to them, but that could be a thing, not necessarily a person, could be a piece of news, as we have said. And so that in their career they embrace their passion for doing and creating what has never been done before, with immense fixed fire, Leo creative energy bringing them their good fortune. Definitely a throat chakra thing, the willpower to do it or not, as their 10 of Cups overflow in joy, in happiness, in ecstasy, in the true love of doing what they do in their career, really fulfilling their hunger, their passion, and their thirst. And so that in their work they embrace their romantic charm and potential for power. Prince Charming there, with the strength to do so, with the courage to do so, with the honor and the integrity to do so, as a new opportunity, a seed of potentiality comes to them or from them into the world, removing obstacles by shifting their expectations, modifying them, and persevering that they've put in the work. But you don't pop an acorn in the soil on Monday and get a full oak tree on Tuesday. No, that does take a time, but then how many acorns come from that one acorn over a oak tree's lifespan? Billions. So that they may release expectations, because only the highest possibilities come to be, whether they envision them or not. So even if they're dooming and glooming, it doesn't matter. There's stuff that is written for them in an infinite number of quantum timelines, because it's a video game down here pretty much, and that we can't change the codes once we're in. We do have free will every step of the way, so that they can fulfill their life purpose in their work, career, and vocation for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives. In happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, because as one of us does it, we all move forward in the upward spiral for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. Rawr. And so it is. Yeah, I got my lion hair going today, don't I? Yeah. Good product. So, if you like the reading, please do hit the thumbs up. It shifts the algorithm. Some guy, Al with a log, is tapping out a rhythm. I've never met him. Helps other people find this video, this reading. If you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe, because I'm not stopping. I'm not monetized on YouTube. So, you know, you just get to follow along and see all the other cool stuff that's going to hit the table, particularly as the new book gets ready to come into the public eye. But if you want the deeper dive, the behind the scenes stuff. Come Patreon on Patreon. The digital shop is awesome. My entire back catalog is in there now, audios, videos, and ebooks. So making a lot of new stuff there in the shop. You do not need to be a subscriber to shop or look at the free previews for the audios and videos. But remember, some of my subscribers get those ebooks, audios, and videos. In fact, top tier God Goddess gets everything that's in the digital shop, $20 a month. But you can follow us for free. You can 7-day free trial as a seeker or a hero, a human seeker, yeah, the first 2 levels. But if you want the discount with private sessions, which we'll talk about in a minute, you need to stay for a month and book me in the month, because that's only fair. And I love it, and I highly recommend being a creator on Patreon. It's delightful. They keep giving us cool stuff to do. So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo of Lions, but you could just call me Mal. What a fun read. And if you would like to book me for a private session, I did make a video last year at the time of this recording at the 25th anniversary for Drawing the Circle Productions, when I finally raised my prices after 25 years, and that video is called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Now here's the thing. I didn't know I was going to be moving, right? I got a whole new gig now. I'm doing readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. I have days set aside and slots, and you call them directly. They tell me somebody booked. I come in, I read them, and then I come home and do this. Yeah. But also the majority of the work that I do, I have a client today from France. I do a lot of video work. I send my clients a Zoom link. We record it, right? They come onto my Zoom, we record the whole thing. They don't have to memorize, they don't have to take notes. At the end of the reading, I send them a link so they can download that to their devices. They tell me they downloaded it, and I delete it, because confidentiality is so important to this work. If you're telling people about other people's readings and spiritual counseling, it's a major ethical violation. You're gonna have to reincarnate for that. Not for me. No thanks. No. But the most important thing that I say in that reading is I've never turned anybody away for a reading because of financial anything. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way, but live and let live, fairly take and fairly give. $150 session is not going to balance with a ham sandwich, although I do love a ham sandwich. I can make my own, thanks. So it's a fun video. It makes my mom laugh. I have to make a new one, the 2024 edition. I'll get that one done sooner or later, but the video is there. It's fun. It makes my mom laugh, and that's why it will always remain on YouTube. And oh yeah, did I forget something? I think so. Yeah, I have a Sagittarius kitten. Sammy for short, my Sebastian reincarnated. So much fun. There he is, warming himself on a desk he was previously not allowed to be on, under a lamp there. So I rolled up my yoga mat and gave it to him to sit on, because he's a lot of fun, as most Sagittarians are. And if you want to see more of the exploits of Sabiel and his 2 older brothers, Balthazar and Melchior, coping with the new kitten, do follow me on Facebook. That's where I monetize. I went pro on Facebook, and it's a lot of fun. I'm putting out reels and pictures and other stuff. We got the Markangelo Lions Mal for short private Facebook group. We do new moons, we do full moons, we do Sabbats, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's lovely. And my work, career, and vocation is coming into alignment. I went through a lot to move from Long Island to Saratoga Springs, but things are good. I'm connecting with the CEO of the Mind, Body, Soul Expo. She's got other events going on. I'm going to an awards ceremony with her as her date. So, I never thought any of this stuff was going to happen, because only the highest possibilities come to be, whether we envision them or not. So seriously, Sagittarians, we need your inspiration. We need your creativity on the planet. You guys are so outside the box with that stuff in usually genius ways. So hang in there. I believe in you. Make it happen. And you got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed be.